Whoa. Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you. Hope you've been having a nice day today. Hope it's been pretty good. I myself woke up very late today, so we haven't had too much of a day so far. But that's fine, honestly, because my day begins with Halo modding. It also begins with McDonald's French fries a lot of the time. But today, Halo modding. Welcome back. Yeah, it's Condor Day, so if you guys have been following the last few streams, we've been getting a ton of work done on the vehicles in Ultimate Forge. We got a ton of work done on the big old Scarab back there. We got the Mammoth looking really good, so close to being done. So it's basically a Pelican with a mat cannon. Not quite, but that's not far off either. The Condor, I mean, have you ever seen the Halo Wars Condor from Halo Wars 2? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. The Condor is basically a really long, wide Pelican with extra engines and fancy stuff all over it, plus a big old cannon strapped to the back. I think I've seen it before. Well, allow me to show you. I'll show you some differences. So this one, obviously, the textures are not done yet. I've only done a little bit of the texturing on the front around here. But the Condor is relatively different from the Pelican. For one, we have here on my Halo 3 iteration of this longer, further sweeping wings with these cool little winglets at the end. We've got extra winglets back here. The entire thing is quite a bit longer than the regular Pelican. In fact, I can spawn in a regular Pelican just to give you a sense of scale of how much bigger this thing actually is. Go ahead and grab you, and place you down right here. There we go. So this is a regular old Pelican. And this is the Condor. It's about an engine's length longer. It's got a much larger back end to it, much longer wings, and it's even got rear landing gear back here. So you got landing gear right there, plus a little bit of landing gear right here. It's pretty cool. Didact, thank you so much for the 2. I really appreciate that. I should probably... Hello. Thank you very much for the 2. Thank you. So, Condor! It is Condor Day. It's Condor Day. Well, I mean, we're going to do more than just the Condor. In fact, we're not even going to necessarily start with the Condor, because there's a bunch of other cool stuff I want to talk about and get to as well. How was St. Patty's Day? It was good. I went out, was hanging out with some friends, made some new friends, and overall, it was really nice. It was a good night. Probably drank a little bit more than I should have, but hey, it'd be like that sometimes. It was fun nonetheless. And I don't do hangovers because I can tell you this in full honesty. I am one of the like 3% of the population that doesn't get headaches, so hangovers for me are just not that bad, man. They're just not. How's your voice? I can't hit any high notes. I was trying to make that little cat noise, where it goes wee wee wee. The little kitty cat noise. I love just like vocal stimming the fuck out of that one when I'm just bored. I literally could not hit that at all last night. I was like, that was well, where I finally finished that picture of Mark and I hated how long the first half of it took because they did so much scribble shading. It's done? You did it? I'm actually curious to know what he looks like. But, okay, well, a big thing we did yesterday, I'm trying to remember everything we did yesterday. A lot of yesterday was just spent with me freaking out because the daily tip goal got absolutely shattered and violated by some insanely generous people. But one big thing we did was getting the Valhalla Tower completely done. This Forge object, manually, there we go, send, manually was completely rebuilt, the entire physics model. Yo, wait, this dude's anime protagonist material. Sorry, Demon's been working on like a whole isekai story, like D&D session thing. That's cool. I like the white hair. Bro's like very smug anime protagonist. I like the swoop on his hair too. He's sick as hell, dude. Holy shit, you're crazy talented, man. God damn. Yeah, that's a sick design actually. That's what I want like my Monster Hunter character to look like. That's dope. Lots of yesterday was just Broly. That is true. Courtesy of Modded Gamer and Demon and me doing the Goku scream. It was a lot. But anyway, I just want a quick side note on this. This is the Valhalla Tower Forge object. Yes, it is a straight up Forge object, the whole thing. And we gave it a perfect, and I cannot stress this, a perfect, super optimized physics model. It is awesome. I love it so much. I'm so happy with it. All the ramps work perfectly and everything. It's the best. We also tweaked the The grav lifts, that like obviously when you spawn this object, it also has working man cannons on it, and they work much better now. They're very smooth. And on top of that, we even went ahead and added in the beam tower like launch thingy. So if I respawn, it launches stuff in the air. And what's really cool, I didn't even think about this till after I added it. Looks like a Destiny Titan OC. I like Titans. Yeah, the big armor of the Titans is awesome. I think I played a Titan when I last played Destiny too. But one thing that's really funny is because it's a forge object, you can just like rotate it around and place it wherever you want, and you can use it to like launch a giant giga projectile once every minute. And yes, if you get hit by the projectile, by the way, fun fact, it does instantly kill stuff and send it flying. It's really funny. So this thing, we spent a bunch of time yesterday. I'm so happy with it. I really wanted to get this thing like fully featured and fully working, and it totally is now. It's awesome. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Making the first ever Halo 3 style Condor. Yeah, and we will be working on the Condor shortly. Before we do the Condor though, I want to show you guys the other forge object that we made yesterday, which is really huge if you're planning on making cool maps in this mod. The forge object is the forest object. This, right, wait for it. We did the first forest object. It is a single forge object, which you can grab from any one of these trees, but it's about 9 trees all stacked together because I've been talking about this for a long time. If you're trying to make a naturey map, Halo 3 only has so much forge value. So this is 9, 18, 27 trees for just 3 forge objects. If you've ever forged, especially in Halo 3, you know you can only place down so many objects before the game starts screaming in agony and deleting stuff and overloading. So 3 objects instead of manually placing down every single tree, which you can still do, obviously. Individual tree objects are all here just fine. You can put them wherever you want. But if you want to make like a densely forested area or an area with a lot of space, you're going to want to put down the forest objects. They are really nice. You can rotate them around. You can see over here I have, I think, 1, 2, 3 forest objects placed down here on a single terrain, large-scale terrain piece. And this is 4 forge objects. 4. Is the collision there for each tree? It sure is. Each one of these has collision and physics and everything. You can see you can shoot them. Wood comes out. You can't walk into them or anything. They are exactly functioning how you would expect. All of them. Luke, thank you very much for 6 months of membership. Congrats on the red badge, and thank you for sticking around for so long. I really appreciate it. You said, good night, Projected. You will finish the Falcata. I don't know about the Falcata today. I'm really excited to work on the Falcata, but I was pretty motivated today to get back to work texturing and working on getting the Halo 3 Condor here working, because I'm just a huge fan of this thing. It's going to be awesome. Ultimate Forge is going to be a game changer. I mean, for people who find out about it and can actually use it, yeah, maybe. I hope so. One day we'll return to Halo 4 and have destroyable trees. Yeah, well, maybe not map-based destroyable trees, but yeah. I will say, destroyable trees are a lot more reasonable when it's a forest object. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I actually could make these trees destroyable. Especially on a forested object, because it's way more optimized. 9 separate damage states where they just kind of chunk down into little tree trunks. Very feasible, surprisingly. Actually very feasible. Why don't I? Because it would just take a long time. I did this one forest object, which is just a bundle of 9 trees. But every map is going to have a forest object. It's not just... excuse me, it's not just this map. We have 8 forge canvases. Well, 2 of them won't need a forest object, because the flood canvas doesn't have trees, and the skyward canvas, aka the Halo Ring space map, has just all of this. So that's 2 maps that I don't have to worry about. And then I don't think I'm gonna do a Mombasa forest object, just because it has like such a strange variety of trees. I'd rather just add in like more city planters and stuff. Demon, thanks for the 5, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. So I just realized I forgot that I changed the letters on his badge. It's still FG, but in a different language. Wait, what is FG? I see it on his badge. I see FG right here. What is FG? FG must stand for fucking gamer, because he's a total gamer. Oh, Finnish Glen Guild. Oh yeah, no, that too. Adam, dude, thank you for the first tip of the stream. Thank you for the 2, very much appreciated. Say Condor. Also, I'm completely out of money, so it's going to be my only tip for a while. In the meantime, I'm prepared to be ignored along with the rest of chat because you get too locked in. Listen, I get locked in to get work done, okay? You can't blame me for just wanting to work on really cool stuff, all right? Jeez. Jeez. But no, you're fine. You can write in chat, and I will do my best to read it. I apologize to all of you guys in chat collectively. You guys know that some of you guys who are longtime viewers probably know it. I can get a little locked in, and especially when I'm getting like deep into working on stuff. But yeah, the forest objects look cool. One thing I want to do just before we fully jump in to working on the Condor is I wanted to do another forest object for a different map just to get it out of the way. It makes me feel good when I know there's a bunch of extra forage objects I need to add in, and I haven't added them in, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it later, because little stuff like that escapes me. My ADHD do be doing that. So before we go deep on the Condor, partially also because I'm nervous to work on the Condor again because it's such a massive undertaking, but I just want to do something simple. Desert. The desert one will be interesting. I don't even know if the desert needs a forest object, to be totally real with you. Should I add it? Like, the desert doesn't have an area where you would really want a forest object. It's just dead trees, like individual dead trees. The jungle definitely needs a forest object. The savannah could definitely use a forest object. Dude, you know what I just realized? The snow trees, I could probably reuse this exact same forest object, but then just use the snow tree texture, because I'm pretty sure it's the exact same pine tree model for that one. Damon, thanks for the 5, man. Much appreciated. Thank you, dude. So now the question is, should I draw one of the other 2 love interests, Amber Denaria, or should I draw Lucia McRain, the Leprechaun Guild leader? Meh. Leprechauns. Meh. Demon, I'm gonna need you to draw the hottest of those 2. Not because of any degenerate reasons, but because I'm lying. Demon, thank you for another 5! Appreciate it. Also, why does the desert not have a cactus or cactus forest? Well, the desert in this mod is the Ark Desert, right? So, the Ark Desert just... I don't know why. That's a great question you could ask Bungie. But... yeah, Desert Sandbox, I'll open it up right now. It's literally just the Ark. The Ark has, I will say, while it may not have cactuses, one thing that would be wise to add are those little crystal clumps. There's clumps of, like, crystal white, like, yeah, like exactly what Facility 13 said. Or, Mateus. But yeah, Matt's talking about the crystals and, the meth, no, those are the blue ones. Heisenberg's blue crystals. When you punch them, they pop. Yeah, so I low-key do want to add the crystals in, because they're pretty cool for, like, nature-y decoration bits. Didoc, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. It's an Oasis Forge object. I mean, I could add in the palm trees from ODST on the desert map, but I just feel like it would be a little bit out of place, I suppose. Wouldn't be bad, though. I can't wait to see what kind of cool desert maps people make, though. It'd be wild to see somebody make, like, Sand Trap or something. Though that might be challenging, because there's not, like, Sand Trap is very unique objects, and building them out of individual objects here would be pretty challenging. Crowther with a year of membership. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Said, oh wow, a whole year? Absolutely crazy. Giga Chat. Yeah, that is crazy, actually. Like, I know that, like, I've been streaming for so long, this stuff shouldn't blow my mind, but just seeing you guys stick around for so long is really crazy to me. Like, it's very, like, humbling that you guys even want to stick around and participate in this community and just see the content I'm working on after all this time. It's wild. Add Sand Trap Forge pieces? I could add Sandbox Forge pieces. Those are very similar to Sand Trap Forge pieces. I could add some of that for sure. I actually kind of forgot Sandbox had an entire Forge palette of, like, really complex-ass objects. We should definitely go look at Sandbox and see what all the Forge objects are like, because I totally forgot that that is a thing. Also, let me double check. I did have some Forge objects I forgot to add to the list, but I think most of them were Mombasa objects. We had, okay, we gotta add the life pod back. That vehicle's not on the list. That was an oopsie on my part. The waterfall should be on every map, pretty much, so I gotta add that back. The Mombasa map needs a regular Pelican, and I do need to touch up the ODST police Pelican a little bit as far as, like, the HUD goes and his damage states. The kiosk object from Old Ultimate Forge, which is just a little tiny little kiosk building. I need that fixed as well. I gotta add Oni Alpha Site. I forgot to add the landing pad object that we worked on so hard onto the list. And we gotta make a gate object for Mombasa. So we could start the first like hour of stream doing a bunch of Mombasa Forge objects. I think that's not a bad idea. With desert crystals on that list? Yeah, I think I will. Turbo said thank you so much for the 2! Thank you, thank you. He said, try 3 years, bitch. That is true. You have been around for 3 years, which is pretty wild. Pretty damn wild. I appreciate that. God, I actually have to do the 3-year badge now, which I'm very curious how I should do the 3-year badge. I've been thinking about color schemes. We have the 1-year badge is black and yellow, aka black and gold. The 2-year badge is white and gold. I don't know what to do for the 3-year badge yet. And the 1-year badge used to be like a rainbow gradient color. The smaller AA gun seems to do 0 damage to infantry. I'll have to take a look at that. It should do pretty good damage. But what were we doing? Oh, right. We're going to look at like the Sandy Forge objects and see what's up with that. In that case, do I have any Sandy Forge objects? I have the trees. Let me add in some of the sand terrain real quick. Sand terrain, by the way, I can add in this really fast, like the new sizes of the sand objects, because, I mean, for the most part, I mean, there's no grass. It'd be so easy to add sand objects. Same with the snow. Terrain flat, sand right here. Just throw that down. And, oh, let's also get the cliff. We only have the small sand cliffs right now, but I can also really easily add those big ones in. The sand map is just going to be so easy. But yeah, here's our flat sand piece. A little bit of variety. You know, I might actually tweak the colors on this. It's a little bit off. I don't love it. But yeah, this is the vibe for our sandy biome here. Let me go ahead and add a couple of these cliff objects just to spruce things up a little bit. Do that, rotate it this way. Yeah, so there's the vibe for our sandy maps here. And it would be kind of cool. I'm going to try adding in the sandbox objects. Let me add in a couple of the Forge World objects that we got onto the entire mod here. Let's do... I always like adding in the platform, because that one's just like really straightforward. You can literally just like place this down wherever. Here, little Halo Reach platform. Looks good. But how does the sandbox object, or any of the sandbox objects, how do they look? So that's going to be under levels, DLC, sandbox, and wow, there's a lot. I definitely cannot add all of these. There is a lot of these. Holy hell. Is there a grid object? Okay, no, it's just sand. Let's do sand block large. We'll just throw down a little sandbox block here, see how it looks. I mean, that could work. The sand on here is a lot lighter than these objects, but it could work pretty good. Let me see. There's got to be another object that's pretty good. I made a map with this mod if anyone wants to play before it's updated and won't work. Really? Try sand bridge. I would love to see it. Sand trap structures. I think sandbox structure would be better just because they're already like pre-made. These are all kind of small though. Is it just me or are these just like kind of small? Sandbox stuff. It's basically sand trap stuff. It's like the exact same like style and texture type and everything. It's all the exact same, but just already set and created. Sand cylinder. What is sand gatehouse? What in the world? I have not messed with the Halo 3 sand trap structures in so long. Oh yeah, look. It's literally just sand trap, but as an object. Yeah, it would be kind of cool to add these actually. I would love to add some of these. Sandbox was only a small map, was it? I mean, compared to this, yeah, Sandbox was a very small map. My only complaint is the sand color on the arc that I'm using for this entire map is a little bit off from like the darker colors of these here. I'd love to use these. Well, okay, I'm gonna do some math really quickly. I know, everyone's favorite. I'm gonna see how many objects are on the base forge list right now for every map, and I'll see if there's enough space on the list to add some of the sandbox objects. 'Cause I'm already gonna let you know, I don't think there's enough space to add all the sand objects, but I could add some. And we're just gonna do some quick maths on it and figure out just how many objects we're gonna be able to use. So Let's go ahead and go to levels, multi, grab desert sandbox. I guess we could do really any map, but desert sandbox. Would it be possible for a modder to make a forge level that has bones in its terrain 3D model and then make forge objects that gravitates the nearby bones toward itself to create modifiable terrain? A level that has bones in its terrain 3D model and then forge objects that gravitate towards them to create modifiable terrain. Probably not. The best way I think to do that would just be kind of like Halo 5 for like modifiable terrain, where you like have the terrain texture of the whole map, and then when you place a forge object, it kind of like a terrain forge object will take on the texture of the ground. That way you can sort of like place your own terrain shapes, and those end up kind of modifying the existing ground rather than, you know, what I have right now, which is just a matching texture, but just kind of it's whatever. There's no way to raise Halo 3's forge object limit? No, it's unfortunately hard-coded. 255 forge objects per map, period. But let's go take a look really quick. We're going to add up how many objects are on the map right now and see how many we have left. So the good news is I have a quick way of adding all this together. The entire list here only shows 30 at once, so this is 30 up to the stanchion, 31, 32, 33. So we're starting with 33 objects just from that. Then we have the equipment palette, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to do plus 18. We could probably reduce that to 17 by removing the rocket launcher ammo, which is like completely useless, but whatever. Then we have the scenery palette, which I did clean up a little bit. I reduced some objects. So we'll go, this is all 30 up to the egg shield, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it's plus 35. That brings us up to 86 now. And then this is where all the real heavy lifting is this whole section here. So down to tower tall is 30, and then actually it'll be 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54 total on there. So that's 140 there. Then we move on to the spawners. So these are all the AIs. I mean, there will be more on this list, so keep that in mind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's plus 16. And then last but not least, I wish I could reduce this section. Well, this is all the game mode objects. You can only ever see this section if you launch into Forge in a specific game mode, but obviously this is how you do your game type stuff for like capture the flag. Very important. I wish I could reduce it, but it is what it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So, in total, every Forge map, as of right now, has 184 objects. So if we do 255 minus 184, we're left with 71. That's a lot. Somehow we have like 71 extra objects on the Mombasa map. I don't understand. 71 is a lot to work with. That's pretty huge. We could add a lot more. How is it that we are maxed out on the Mombasa canvas? Am I like missing something here? Did I really add 71 unique objects? So you cannot grab the sled warthog on the snow sandbox once it's placed down. Yes, I do have that on my list of fixes that need to be made. The treadhog collision regions, aka the way you grab it, is messed up. I tried fixing it for like an hour, like a week ago, and I could not figure out what the hell was wrong with it, so I'm just gonna have to go through and like really dig into what's going on there. Well, I gotta say, there's no way we have 71 extra objects on this map. I like just don't believe that. We really have 71? We have all the usual stuff, and then the streets, buildings. That's not 71. Where is this coming from? Did I like miss an entire section somewhere that I'm just not aware of? I'm very confused. Oh, I don't think I did the vehicle section. I think that's why. Yeah, I missed the entire vehicle section on the desert. We do not have 71. We do not have 71. I missed the vehicle section somehow. It was 184 without vehicles. Oh god, and there's a lot of vehicles. Let's go back. So 184. We probably don't have too much space left. That said, we can still optimize and remove stuff. Removing mostly useless stuff. Which there still is. But yeah, so vehicles down to Falcon. Grenade launcher is 30. And then that's 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. That's 184 plus 52. Leaves us at 236 and 255 minus 236. Leaves us with 19 spaces currently. So we have 19 spaces. Cull the effects. I may cull the effects, but people are going to get mad if I do that. But I'll leave that. I'm definitely open to culling effects objects. But there is actually more stuff to remove, especially from the vehicles palette. I don't want to remove a bunch of vehicles, but there are some that are pretty useless. Like, there's a warthog with a turret, like a destroyed warthog with a turret. That's on that list. That's just a free slot. There's no need to have a destroyed warthog with a functioning turret on there. So let me see. So here, let's go to the vehicles. Let's see what anything's useless. So we have all the vanilla vehicles. That's great. The anti-air raid, the troop, warthog. Warthog wrecked turret is pretty useless. We have the 2 standalone turret objects. Those are cool. I'll keep those. Honestly, ODST Banshee, low-key useless. It's literally just a Banshee that has just a slightly different control and camera angle. So that's not the biggest deal. I may remove that. We have the Heretic Banshee, which is also kind of useless. It looks cool, but it's literally just like a reskinned Banshee. Anyway, Warthog Civilian, Warthog Rocket, I want to keep those. I like the Treadhog, Anti-Air Ghost, the 2 versions of the Spectre, the Shadow, the Skiff, the 2 Falcons, the 2 Sparrowhawks, the Wombat Drone, but like the Reach Alpha version, the 2 Seraphs, the Pelican Phantom, Spirit, Longsword, Vulture, Lich, Anti-Air Gun, Albatross, the Corvette. Honestly, I may remove the Corvette. I know it's really cool, but it's just useless. The Cov Gun Tower is good, Oliphant, ODST, Pod Mammoth. So I would say if I was going to remove anything, it would be the 2 Banshee variants and the existing Warthog. OG Banshee should be replaced by the Chat ODST Banshee. Well, I'm not going to remove it yet. I'm just saying that is a possible thing we can remove in order to save space. As far as weapons go, obviously I don't really want to remove weapons necessarily. We have some really great stuff on here. Equipment, we can literally remove the rocket launcher ammo equipment for no loss. Nobody's ever used the rocket launcher ammo equipment. It's completely useless. As far as scenery, I already culled out most of the useless scenery. There's still a bunch of stuff I could remove from here, but I like most of the scenery that we have on these maps. Hey, Skaboodly! So yeah, thinking of calling my project Halo Wars Frontline. Curious if you or other people have any ideas for a name? Yeah, Skaboodly's crazy Halo 4, Halo Wars mod that like looks incredible. I think Halo Wars Frontline is a good mod because, you know, Frontline, it's an FPS version of Halo Wars. I already told Skaboodly, I told him maybe Halo Frontline just because it's more succinct, but Halo Wars Frontline is a much more accurate name. I like that personally. Not the Corvette. Okay, the Corvette's cool, but you also already have the weapon that summons a Corvette and has it glass an area. Flying the Corvette's kind of ass, but bringing the Corvette in through a slip space jump and having it glass the area you just shot at, my opinion, way cooler. Yeah, I saw your bug report, Anna. That's a known thing. I was just talking about that. I responded. It's the Treadhog. Can't be picked up. Its collision regions are messed up. I'll fix that. That's on the list. I would appreciate bug reports rather in the bug report channel on Discord rather than here in the live chat, but I do appreciate you reporting that. Yeah, so we probably can't add the sandbox objects without sacrificing some other stuff here on the sandbox. We're pretty close to the limit at this point, even after separating out all the maps and all that other stuff. I was thinking, unless you're in a space battle mod, flying huge ship is actually kind of boring and completely breaks gameplay. It's one of the reasons I want to get back to the interior frigate. Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's sad because I like the Corvette, but I'll probably just remove it from the list. Most people don't even know how to fly it, so it's like it's like a really cool thing that I want to keep just so people can mess around and have fun with it, but it's also just like it doesn't really do anything. Okay. Anyway. things are pretty cool. I don't think there really needs to be a desert forest object personally, but I do think it would. It's not something I'm going to say absolutely not to. That said, I'm going to go ahead and do tree forest as a new string here, so I can add it to the forge list on the Alpine map. Do forest equals, then we have tree forest. We're going to run strings UI / halo x / sandbox UI, and then I probably should write tool so we can actually activate the tool program. All right, there we go. So that string is in. I'm going to quickly add that to the Alpine sandbox, and while I do that, we should open up the jungle map, because before we work on the Condor, I really want to do a jungle forest object. I actually just thought of a way to balance it. You make the pitch for the frigate 0 while on the camera to look up and down, so it can travel only travel horizontally. I don't think that's possible at Halo 3, though. I'm pretty sure it can't rotate. All right, the lock pitch function got added in Halo 4, I believe. I don't think Halo 3 has it. I could give it like Hornet physics so that it could do that. Then it would control a little funky, but actually possible, I suppose, with Hornet physics. And jungle stuff you could add from Guardian. I don't think necessarily the map Guardian or anything related to Guardian would probably be super useful, because the aesthetic is a little different. I've tried to keep everything I add to the jungle map just from Sierra 117, the first mission, and honestly, so far that's worked out really good. It's pretty chill. Low-key, I want to add more fog to the map so that you don't see the crunchy-ass skybox quite as much, but not really the biggest deal ever. Anyway, let's go ahead and add our forest object to the forge menu here. We want the teleporters palette is where it is. So we have our pine trees here. I'm going to go ahead and insert this. This is going to be our forest object, and I will throw it on the list. So forge, oh, that's it. So there's our forest object. We do still need to add the waterfall object somewhere on the list, but I'm going to do that all at once for every map. So for this, though, we have these trees already. I'm probably complain a little bit because these trees are so complex. My forest object can't really be that big. Have you fixed all the maps? Are you talking to me? Are the maps broken? I think the only map that's not like in a complete state would be the flood sandbox. I think the flood sandbox is literally the only one that needs to kind of get a bunch of work done on it. Oh, the water issue? Yeah, that's all done. That's fixed. Everything just works now. Alright, I'm going to bust open Blender really quickly, and I'm going to get all of the jungle trees in. I'm going to make a quick and dirty, straightforward and simple forest object, just like the one we did for the grassy alpine sandbox. I think having the jungle forest object is going to be really huge for this map. I don't know about you guys, but I also kind of want to add bushes to this map. But I think I'll probably have to only allow bushes to be like big clumps of bushes, because placing bushes one by one would be the biggest waste of like forge palette stuff of all time. So if I'm going to do bushes, it's going to be a big clump of like a ton of bushes, rather than just like a singular bush, because then you would run out of space on your map so quickly placing down bushes one by one by one by one. Alrighty, I'm gonna new thing in the background in Blender, so I'm gonna really quickly grab my jungle object. Here's all our jungle objects: the jungle rocks, the jungle trees. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the jungle tree small here, the jungle tree small, and I'm gonna grab. Oh god, their physics models are so complex. I forgot about this. It was so much easier with the last one. Alright, we append all these. Here is our jungle trees. Total edges is 1,200 just for one tree. I have to decimate the ever-loving fuck out of these trees. Oh wait, no, that's because I had that selected as well. Total is 600. But honestly, that's still way too much. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write me a quick script to save me some time. Write me a Blender Python script that adds a decimate modifier to all selected meshes at 0.5 decimation, and then applies them all. Hey, Darksteel, thanks so much for the 2. Appreciate the support. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Said, check support chat for the funnies. Okay, give me a sec. Wait. What do you think about making a version of a water plane that is ice for the snow sandbox? I do plan on doing that. Alright, thank you, ChatGPT, for the script. Let's go ahead and try this on our physics model here, see if it works. Boom. Apply. Okay, it looks like if I grab all of these still, convex hole. Nice, that chunked it down to about half. And it looks like it's still maintaining all of the main shapes and everything here, so I think we're good. That'll make things a lot easier when it comes to making this forge object. Let me save this real quick. This is forest grass. We're gonna go to the jungle area here. Where is that? Forge objects, and we want jungle objects. And this is gonna be jungle forest 01. Nice. Will the ice make you slide more? It's a good question. I know that I can do that for maps. I don't know if that works on forge objects, though. I'll have to check. Okay, this is pretty funny. This is the story of the ultimate forge goals. God, this was cursed. This is so sad.
One week later.
Too many elements. I checked the bank. What does that mean? Here it comes. What does that mean? He checked the bank. You guys are making it sound so ominous. I'm like, I'm an adult. There's nothing that. There's nothing bad about that. What's wrong with checking the bank? Wait. Pain. The most mixed emotions of all time, dude. Oh my god. That's so rough. No! I mean, yes, thank you, but fuck! No! Ugh. Hitting the gradient court on a morph suit is going to be one of the lowest points of my entire life. Why did I agree to this? What? You know, you can just select everything, hold Alt, add the modifier, wait, and hold Alt while setting the value, and hold Alt while pressing Enter, and it will apply it to everything. Really? What? He was like, oh, what's wrong with checking the bank? Dude, I don't know why. It literally clicked with me. I swear I was not just, like, hamming it up. Like, I legit was like, he was like, I'm checking the bank. I was like, is that bad? Like, I was like, I've been an adult for so many years. Like, what's so bad about checking the bank? Why is everybody saying it so ominously? And then, like, moments before he actually did it, it clicked in my head and I was like, wait, fuck, because I didn't even register that because that was such an insane thing to do. What the fuck, man? My pinky toe is fucked up. How did that happen? Did I stub my toe over there? Hold on. Doorbell. Guys, I am so sorry about the sudden abrupt departure there. A person got to the front door, but they were a maniac with a knife and a gun, and they were trying to kill me, but I looked at him and I said no, and he just went and he evaporated instantly. So I spent most of the time just cleaning up the ashes with a broom. Wasn't too bad, but, you know, shit like that just happens sometimes. It was Oni. Yeah, the spies are trying to come get me. It'd be like that. They know that my Halo technology is just too advanced, too powerful. Did you do him in like Dark Manhattan? Yeah. It was pretty badass. Hey, Ed Night, man. Good to see you. Thanks so much for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. He said going back to insane donor amounts. Sometimes people are just lucky to have the disposable income to donate money to see you do wacko stuff like maid streams. So poor makeup Palpatine. He got... Oh, I gotta find it. But yeah, the people who have insane disposable income and just go crazy in the stream, I will always be forever grateful to them, but it is still insane to me. Absolutely insane to me, because I do not have that kind of disposable income, so that idea of doing that is like wild and like almost backwards to me, because I'm just like, hold on to every dollar for dear life. Been like that pretty much my whole life. Okay, this is what I did to the guy at the front door. If you guys were curious why I had to pick up, like, sweep up so much ashes and stuff, I did this.
No, fuck off.
So, it was a lot of work, man. It was a lot. You used your Rasengan technique and then ascended beyond! It's true. It's very true. Not to brag or anything, but I'm kind of a very cool guy for that. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Hey! Good to see you, Warranty. Alright, before I left and evaporated that guy, we were putting together a quick, before we work on the Condor, a very quick jungle forest object, which is very important. Was he disintegrated over carpet? Some of them flew down to the entryway carpet. Yeah, that's why I had to do a little bit of vacuuming. It took a minute. Trees. Listen, trees are so important to decorating a map and making it feel alive. It's so important. This is going to be our medium tree and our large tree. I probably won't do the extra large tree. Would you eat tree bark? No. I can thankfully afford to eat edible food. And that tree bark is technically edible, but technically edible is not the same as actually edible. Oh, that's a rock. We need jungle tree medium. Here we go. I'm going to try Skaboodley's method that he was talking about. UF tree small, and this one is UF tree medium. All right, I'm gonna go ahead for this physics model. Oh, I can hide the small tree real quick. Well, oh, we gotta remove the armatures too. So clear parent, keep transforms, delete that armature, hide the small tree, do the same thing for this tree. Do a little clear parent, keep transform. Honestly, making these little forest objects isn't too hard, but I will say it's gonna be a little bit harder for the jungle ones, because what about boiled tree bark tea? I don't know. Really told this dude, and this is when you become a Super Saiyan that ascends above a Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 2. Clickbait stream where Condor? It's coming. The stream's not over yet. You can't claim clickbait unless I literally don't work on this Condor at all, and then the stream ends. I'm just doing a forest object because it's cool. The Condor is coming. I was a little behind because I went AFK and had to evaporate a guy out the front door. A jungle tree large. I don't think I'm gonna do a jungle tree huge in this. Well, now that I think about it, I could do it. But I would probably do like one. Alright, so the thing I want to do here for my fancy jungle trees is I want to try Skaboodley's method, like I was saying. I alt, add, hold alt, add modifier, generate, decimate, hold alt, 0.5. Oh, that actually did work. And then I hold alt, apply. Oh wait. Yeah, hold alt. I'm gonna do that 0.25. Hold alt, apply. Did that actually work? Oh yeah, no, that definitely worked. That is a cursed fucking physics model. What is that? The monster. Jesus. Some of these aren't even they're like two-dimensional now. Jesus. Okay, but what if I convex hold all of them? I mean, technically that's valid. Technically. It'll do. It'll do. Alright. So we're going to do that on the medium tree too, and then we'll be chilling. Go grab our medium. I wonder if we can do that alt thing on like every aspect of this. Need jungle tree gigantic for that home tree vibe. I mean, jungle tree huge is pretty huge. Like, you could definitely build in this thing. It's very large. No doubts about that. You can make tree houses? Hey, you can make tree houses. That's fine. Yeah, you can do that. Nothing stopping you. Just chew indium for the flavor. Indium? Why do I feel like that's an extremely toxic metal? Alright, I think we're good. Last thing I'm gonna do before we go to actually like place all the foresty stuff is I'm going to set the regions for all of these. Nah, it's safe. Trust. Yeah, I have some reservations. It's a universal blender shortcut for applying it to all selected. Dude, why did nobody ever tell me that, stupidly? The amount of times I have wanted to apply something to everything. Oh, God damn it. I've seen a Condor tree before. Impressive girth. Not the first time I've heard that, let me tell you. Oh, what is that, Kenichi? Konnichiwa, RJ. Watashi wa adata yo yuitsu do shichōsha desu. Watashi wa dademo daba adata do shichōsha no kata ga oki to omuiko sete nata o damashite kabashita. Yeah, you're so real for that, actually. That's a really good point. You nerd. Alright, we gotta check this. Alright, total, that's 1,200. You even know what that was? Yes, it was the fucking copy pasta. I know it's the copy pasta because I know how long it is, and also I can read very small parts about Japanese enough to know the context of what the hell you're saying. Is it watashi wa anata no is I am your. As soon as I saw I am your, I was just like, God damn it. Hello, rejected shotgun. I am your, and I was just like, fuck. Oh! Demon, that line art's going crazy. That's going crazy. I might struggle to show this one on stream, but I see you're cooking. I see you are cooking! I like it. I already knew. All I drew was Konnichiwa, RJ, and already knew. I hate it here. Fucking hate it. Wait, why is this stump top? Ah, whatever. Okay, so these, though... Wait, is that... There's no way. There's... Edges are 1,300. Okay, but in total, each tree... So it's 1,300, 2,500. So I gotta do, actually... Clear 2,500 plus 1,300. Means roughly each tree is about 3,800... Every tree small is about 3,800 triangles. So in one region, I only have about up to, what, like 15,000? No, I can have up to 30,000. No, because in total I can only do 64,000. Okay, so I got 3,800 per each small tree. I'm doing math on this because there is a limit to how many objects you can have, or how many, like, triangles, you know, each one of these triangles. There's only so many of these triangles you can have per object in Halo 3 before it breaks, and then when you import it, it starts crying and it refuses to give you nice shadows and lighting and stuff on it anymore. So I have to keep just under that, and it should be at about 65,500. So as long as I'm under 65,000, I'm good, and we should be fine, because even though it's only a small tree is only about 3,800, so I could have 10 small trees and still be at about a little over halfway. Demon, dude, thank you so much for the 5, man. I appreciate it. He said, ironically, she's the daughter of the flat-chested dragon goddess. Dude, you already know that there's some conflict there. There's some deep conflict there. Would you stack them? Must have been on her father's side. True, actually. Very true. Okay, let's see how we're doing on these trees here. So this tree, as far as... Oh, almost forgot to fix the materials. So this tree, density-wise, is about 4,200 and then 1,800. It's about 6,000 per tree, roughly. So you're probably gonna get like... It was like 15,000 per region. Okay, I don't have to worry about per region actually. Okay, each tree here is about 6,000 per for the mediums. We have, I think it was like about 3,800, then 6,000 for a medium, and I can only presume that the large tree is going to also be pretty crazy. So our large tree here is... That's 3,700 is not too bad, but the tree leaves are 2,000, so 3,700 plus 2,000. This one's, yeah, 5,700. That's not too bad. Damn, Demon, thank you very much for the 20, dude. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Seriously, holy shit. You should see. You already said. You see, there would be. If Erden didn't choose what her mortal form looked like. She chose to be flat, and the other gods that make fun of her for her true form is fucking stacked with planet-sized mouth. Bro. Bro. Do you have her number? How did it let me say fuck in a super chat? Where did you say fuck? Oh, yeah, you did. You said fuck. She's fucking stacked. I guess you can just say that. I can see it. I don't know. Maybe it didn't censor it at all. I see it completely. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't surprise me if they used an AI and then saw it in context and was just like, "Eh, it's fine." They're talking about titties. I'm snacking on freeze-dried sour Skittles, and the texture's kind of crazy. They're like fruity, crispy sugar foam that melts in your mouth. I have actually had those, and they are very good. Very, very good. Actually, not freeze-dried. I've had frozen sour Skittles. That's different. Freeze-dried sounds good, too, though. Hagen! Thanks for the 2, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. He said, I gotta go, lads. Love y'all. Also, you skipped my dodo. I'm sorry about that, Hagen. I hope you have a good one. Let me read it real quick. Yeah, sorry, I was getting so distracted, but thank you for the 2. So can't stay today, but I wanted to say I was just thinking about the Gears of War trailer again, and I'm normally not hyped for anything, but I couldn't help but cry at the thoughts of playing. I don't know, Gears with my grandpa and dad. I hope E-Day is good. E-Day looks so good. So damn good. I never want to get like excited and hyped for something, but E-Day actually looks like it could be good. I'm so like jaded from like the 343 era of Halo that when I think about that era of gaming and a remake or like a prequel or something coming out, my brain's just like, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be bad. But watching the E-Day trailer is so hype. It's so damn hype. Sorry, hype in the sense that like it's a sad trailer, not a hype trailer, but it's hype in the sense that it actually looks good. E-Day from Gears of War? Yeah. There's a prequel game coming out called Gears of War E-Day, and it actually looks good. So excited. Alright. So we had about 6,000, 6,000, and like 3,800 for these trees. Somehow the large tree is actually lower detail. I don't really get that. Honestly, the main issue comes about, I think, likely with the physics model here. Because the physics models, you would assume, are very small and simple. But they're actually, like, a little bit high on the edge count. I think it'll be okay, though. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Before we can actually go through and make the forest and start placing trees, I need to go through every single tree here. I need to assign their regions. It is so important I do this. I lost so much time last time we did the forest object by not doing this first. I had to go through every single tree. It was not too bad with the pine trees because the physics and collision model for those are like really small and simple. Discord when you can? I got you. Alright, I just want to go through this real quick. My cat's sliding out of my lap. There you go, girl. There's better. See, now you can sit in my lap, little kitty. Now you can sit in my lap. You're chilling. My weasel weasel. Much better. Listen, if you don't baby your cats, you're the pussy, not your cat. The fuck is this? What is that supposed to be? I'm deleting this thing. Hagen, thank you for another 2. I appreciate it. Thank you. Then before I go, I did hear one sad thing that the Marcus Phoenix collection, Gears of War, Halo, MCC won't have multiplayer. Huh? Wait, what? Why? So much of Gears was just really awesome multiplayer. That seems insane to me. Excuse me. That's lame. That's super lame. Will they at least have co-op? See, now that's a really good question. Co-op Horde and Beast mode? Well, Horde will be fun. Think about multiplayer never works. Look back at Black and White. Yeah, I mean, they could get like a big community for that game in the way that Master Chief Collection had a big community. Makes me sad though. Hagen, thanks for another 2. Appreciate it. He said, I don't know why. I hope it's not true, but it's the current buzz going around. I'd be devastated if I couldn't play with my dad again. Anyway, love y'all. Thank you, Hagen. I appreciate that a lot. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, man. You got me thinking about this. I'm gonna have to rewatch that trailer today. Wait, I should try this. I select you and you. Boom, boom. Alt plus. Alt add. Enter. Edit mode. Alt assign. Nah, damn, it doesn't work with the Halo tools. There is a way I could do this though, now that I think about it. Made a Claude. I have an interesting idea. But in order to pull this off, I have to get a little bit deep with whatever tool okay. Halo Asset Blender Toolkit. I need to extract all of this really quickly. I need to find what the region area is. Condor, but in Halo 3? Yes, we're getting to it shortly. I'm adding a new jungle forest object, which will be really handy for allowing you to mass place a bunch of trees in a single object. But first, I'm having to big brain something real quick. I think it's global UI, tag fields, object name tag palette. Maybe it's file JMS. Format export init. No, not that. Global functions, shader generation, Halo 1 and 2, file tag, no. I did this before, maybe it's a misc. Where's regions? Would regions have their own thing? Oh, here, region UI, .py. Halo regions. Is this a really old... You know what? This might be a really old one. Hold on. I'm going to download the newest version of the Halo Blender Toolkit. Basically what I'm trying to do right now is save a bunch of time by giving Claude the access to the Halo Blender plugin, so the AI can like kind of know and get context for it, and then I could have it auto-assign regions and stuff, which would be pretty handy. And then I could actually take a look at that code, ideally, and make my own kind of scripts for it. I want to make sure it's the most up-to-date one, because I may have just opened a really, really old one. We'll see, though. So we need the section called Halo Regions, which should be under... I want to say it's under Global UI here. Who's Claude? Claude is a really good programming AI. A region UI. So we're back to region UI, so... Oh, import panel, so we got custom attribute. See, add region. Add a new region to the active object. Okay, I see it. This is a class for it. Region remove. Let's see, I'm going to ask Claude a series of questions. I'm going to say, hello, I have need for a Blender script to automate selecting selecting several objects in a scene and assigning all of them to a region. And assigning all of them to a region through assigning them to a region. However, regions is a concept that is added through a plugin called the Halo Blender Toolkit. What information do you need from the plugin's code in order to make a script that assigns all vertices on these objects to a specific region in the custom box the plugin adds to Blender's UI? You're edging? You mean you're open edging, like Halo geometry errors? Alright, so I'm going to copy this and see... Actually, wait, I can just add the region UI. Say this is the region... I believe this is the file for the regions section of the plugin. Can you... If this is enough, can you, with this information, make a script for me that will take all vertices on the selected objects and then add them to a new region called default forest 01. Alright, let's see. Can Claude do it? Alright, finds the selected mesh objects in the scene. For each object, the region already exists. If it doesn't, creates the region, assigns all faces objects to this region. Select all the objects you want to assign in the text editor and run it. That's literally it. Alright, let's see. I think this should work. If this works, it's going to save me a shit ton of time. So, all that talking I did with the Claude as an AI is for this. This is a custom area added by the Blender Halo Toolkit plugin. So we have Halo regions here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything for this small tree here. All selected. Select all vertices just to be safe. I'm going to try running the script and see if it works. Alright, we ran it. Nothing seemed to happen. But it worked! Look at that! It interfaced with the plugin after I uploaded one of the plugin's Python files and was able to automatically create a Halo region in the plugin through the plugin's custom functions. Let's see though if I select it. Yeah, look, it's also assigned up. Easy, dude. Easy. And by easy, I mean the AI did all the work, but still, easy. Without context, it sounds like you just have a random program named Claude chained up in your basement. I mean, that's basically what happened. It literally, you can see I just said, hi, I need a Blender script, but I need you to write a script to automate something for me. And then I uploaded literally just a file, and the AI read the entire Python script and said, okay, I can actually work with this. You uploaded the correct file, and I can see how the plugin works. So I'm going to go ahead and use the plugin's features to automate something for you. Dude, AIs are crazy. That is wild. Absolutely fucking wild. All right, I'm going to try just doing a really basic edit to the script to change the name of 401. So we have Blah, 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 blah. Looking for a string. String. Okay, create a region for each object 402 this time. Alright, that should be good. Make sure everything's selected just in case it doesn't automatically do that. And run it. Alright, let's see. We got 402. Select. It's good, dude. Alright, that is so useful. Sorry, Jay, I've been kind of tuning the stream lately. What kind of stuff you made over the past, like, 4 months? Wow, Sentry, that's a lot. We have done a lot over the past 4 months, to be honest. We're soon to be releasing Ultimate Forge 2.0 at the end of this month here. There's so much to cover. I don't even know where to get started. Wow. I would recommend you go to the Discord server, go to the mod downloads channel, and try out the early version of Ultimate Forge 2.0. Take a look at that. The mod is in a test version on there, and you can just go start up a Forge match on MCC and try out some of the sandboxes. That'll give you a feel for what's going on. I could go over a ton of really cool stuff, and I probably will, but I just want to finish up what I'm doing here before anything gets too crazy. But alright, Jungle 401, I'm going to do Jungle 401-2. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to start moving these trees around. So, the small trees, I will check the numbers on it. Select, deselect, so we have edges 1200 plus 2600 is 3800. 3800, so for this region, I'll try to do 3 small trees. So we'll duplicate this and rotate it around. We'll duplicate this and rotate it around again. I'm gonna grab this guy, move him over here roughly. And then we're gonna do some medium trees now. We're gonna grab this bad boy. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Let's keep the small trees shown actually, so I don't accidentally do anything. So there's a medium tree, a medium tree. I don't know, can I get away with this many? We'll see. Worst case scenario, I just delete some trees. Duplicate. Add a medium tree here. I move this small tree out of the way real quick. And then we'll go ahead and do the large trees now. I'll do 2 large trees. I think I'll swap the positions of this medium tree and this large tree though. Well, I don't know. This might be fine. We can give this we'll give this a shot. We'll select everything in the scene. Let's add in a new armature anyway. We'll grab everything except the armature. Then we'll select the armature and we'll parent it all to that object. We'll save, and this should be good. I wonder if we didn't start the fire. Could be made. Wait, what? I wonder if we didn't start the fire. Could be made for what's been done on stream for the last year. The fire. Talking about Green's fire. The Green Knight fire. Is that what we're talking about? The fire. Alright, we have our Jungle Forest 02. I genuinely have no idea if... I feel like something's going to be over the limit. I think he means the song. Oh, 3 words. Cortana morph suit grid. Don't remind me. I'm scared. I'm scared, man. This is going to be so ass. Forest, Jungle, 01. Alright. This sure will be fun. We're going to go ahead and save ourselves some time. Objects, levels, multi, Alpine Sandbox Forge. I'm going to go Forest. I'm going to copy forest grass 01 right here. Make this become forest jungle 01. The reason I'm going to do that is just to save some time. We'll delete the physics render and collision, and we'll rename this to forest gungle. As far as shaders go, I'm going to have to grab the shaders for all the jungle trees. We're going to go to the jungle folder here. I'm going to check tree jungle huge. Oh no, we just need the shaders folder in here, don't we? Where? Oh, I guess I don't even need a shaders folder because they use campaign shaders. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. So yeah, we have forest jungle 01. Alright, we can get the jungle trees in. Now, I'm going to let you guys know, there is a chance right off rip that this just kinda won't work the first time. It'll like explode. It might be like, oh, error, your trees are too complicated on like the physics model or on the render model. And then start screaming and dying. We'll see though. We'll find out. So it's probably not going to have any trouble with the bounce lighting. I think we could probably add even more trees. I think the physics models, the closest will come to having an issue. Or maybe it'll just work first time, because I think I did everything right. You guys saw me doing the math on this, so I crunched the numbers. How do I check if something's copyrighted? I want to send something for you to check out on stream, but I don't want you to not listen to it for fear of getting in trouble. If there is music that is used and sold, unless it is specifically copyright-free music, chances are, or like video game music, chances are it's copyrighted. Assume everything's copyrighted, unless it's like a video game song. Even sometimes those are. Well, is it done? Oh, they all imported. Holy shit. Did I actually first try that? It took me so long yesterday to get that working. I think I just first tried the fucking jungle tree. The jungle forest object. Let's see. I don't want to speak too soon. Last time it kind of broke. I set the physics model to be correct. It's a guitar cover of a video game song. Oh, that's probably fine. Yo! It actually just worked! That's crazy. Although the middle is kind of naked and empty. I think I spread the trees out a little too much. I should probably condense them in a little bit more. That's sick, though. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the trees together more. They're more spread out than I thought they would be, but... sick. Jank, thanks so much for the 2, man. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have you tried out the ask feature on YouTube videos yet? Because I just realized you could probably use it to get clip highlight timestamps for your streams. To upload on your channel. I genuinely don't know what the ask feature is, to be completely real with you. This is the first time hearing about it. What does it do? God, Howard, he's back! He's back! He said the thing! He said the thing! It just works. He said the thing. Said it. I love you, God, Howard. Okay, maybe that'll be better. I can even add more trees, to be honest. I think it supports it. Dropping the stream chat's 8 minutes long. This is going to take over the Halo music for a bit. I don't expect you to sit there and watch it. Alright. Let's see. Close you. Bulk import. Go. Alright, then this will condense the trees to be much closer together. Which I think is good for a jungle map. I don't know about you guys, but I think trees being way closer together is better for this kind of environment. Oh, wait. How's the Condor going? We're about to start on it. I'm just getting these brand new forest objects in. They are just big clusters of trees that you can save a ton of time. Weasel, I'm sorry, girl. Just trying to readjust you, that's all. I had to move my leg. Is it in? Is it in? Okay, not yet. It's getting there, though. It didn't break, did it? No, it didn't. It's just calculating bounce sliding. My favorite. Ultra Kill. Oh, yeah. Ultra Kill soundtrack, I'm pretty sure is fine, especially a guitar cover. We can listen to this. Probably. I wish I could listen to music like this more often on stream, frankly. Nice trees really coming along. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, check it out. Look, so this is all one object here. I could probably even add in like one gargantuan tree to this thing. One like huge one. But look, it's all one object that you can just place down. So now instead of having to place like a ton of trees, you could just like do this. Look at that, now you're in like a dark, dank forest. You save a ton of time. Cool. Damn, this goes hard as fuck. So they're all grouped? Yeah, exactly. And that's really great for saving time when trying to make any kind of dense foliage. Like, you can imagine that would take a really long time to do if you didn't have these. So this is, what, total of... You could also add some bushes, longer grass, and plants to that piece. I could, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make grass, or not grass, bushes separate. But I will throw down a terrain piece just to show you what it looks like on it. The reason I want to do bushes separate is because sometimes you want to put bushes down and sometimes you don't necessarily want them there. And if you just want trees but you don't want bushes, it's going to kind of get in the way. But yeah, we'll do like, here's one terrain piece. These are the small terrain pieces as well. I haven't put in the large jungle ones just yet. But okay, here is one of those. We'll drag one forested object up a little bit, put it right there. Put another one over here. And because I'm such a creative guy, I'll rotate it a little bit too. Rotate it again. Then we'll do another one right here, because why the hell not? Oh, not like that. Not like that. There we go. Can forge objects have idle animation? Can tree branches move in the wind? Forge objects cannot have idle animation, sadly, but the tree leaves do move in the wind. Only the leaves, though. That's a shader thing. Do foliage sparse medium? I definitely could. Honestly, especially with that script that I just had Claude write for me, that's a huge time save, and it would make doing stuff like this actually very straightforward and very easy. This is gonna look kind of not that good until I get the like actual full not high quality, full scale cliffs in. Because these cliffs here are very small. They don't look all that good. But in the future, just like I did already with the forest, alpine forest area, I'll be adding in larger scale cliffs. That way you can just like very easily make big cliffed areas. But you can see like it's pretty nice. Like you can make some dense, shadowy areas here. And the shadows are like super chill. What's this metal soundtrack that's popping up? It was just sent in. Adam sent it. It's the Ultra Kill. It's a guitar cover of an Ultra Kill song by Rex Van Candy, and it goes pretty fucking hard. Where's the Jackal Sniper spawn point? Yeah, it's not bad, eh? And this is without even putting any structures down, without even putting down any rocks. Like, let me put down some jungle rocks here, you know? Oh, is that a rock? That's a nice fucking rock. Ooh, did he just put another rock down? Holy shit. That's a huge fucking rock he just put down right there. Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my god. It's huge! Jesus Christ. Look at that. We got rocks. We got a dense forest of trees. And this is what, like 4 forge objects for the trees? Some cliffs, 2 pieces for the ground. And I was able to just put that together so quickly. Like, look how dense that is. Imagine, like, you have a dense forested area like this on one part of the map. And then you spawn yourself in, like, some pelicans. Yeah, there we go. You spawn a pelican, and you're like, damn, I really want to like go and kill a bunch of these people because I'm so sure there's people in this forested region part of the map here. But the trouble is I can't fly my pelican in there because the trees are too dense, and I can't even see down in there like at all because the fucking trees are so dense. Then you can be down here, like underneath the trees, and you can just see like a pelican hovering up high there. Those shadows are coming in handy. They really are. It's also super nice to use the forest objects for the shadows too, because the entire object is really big and renders the shadows far away and all together at once. So it pretty much gives you full shadow quality at all times. Whereas individual trees and stuff gives you a little bit less of that. You also can't even really see too much of the bad overlap of the shadows here. And it actually starts to come in handy because then you get these extra dark areas where multiple shadows are completely overlapping. And the pelicans getting stuck in the trees. Like that scene from Jurassic Park. Demon, thank you for the tenor, man! Appreciate it, dude. Thank you! I did write an anime intro and outro for the Isekai livestream thing, but my vocal range doesn't fit the feeling I wanted for it. So I had an AI sing it. Want to hear them? I guess so. But what if it's... Is it good, though? Is it good? With music, you never know. You know, it's probably good. I believe. Structure in the trees might become pitch black. No, they shouldn't. I mean, you can see the rocks right here. These are under the shadows completely. I'll spawn in a structure just to show you if you're curious. Do a little room double here. I mean, this is in a pretty densely shadowed part of it here. The trees have such a nice like shape to the shadows that you really just have no issues with it. It actually, I think, really enhances the visuals because you can really see the like dynamic holes through the shadowing of the trees here. It's very, very fancy. Like none of this is baked lighting. We're getting like just really nice dynamic shadows coming through here. I think pelicans can hold objects with a suck ability. I wish. I've tried it. There's not really a good solution to it in multiplayer. I've done it in single player. It's so easy to do it in single player, but in multiplayer, especially through Forge, pretty much impossible. Sadly. What was that? What was that? Demon, thanks for the 5, man. Appreciate it. So the intro is world stage and the outro is live and uncut. I'm scared if it's going to be anime themed. At least it's copyright free. I tried to get one of those AI music generators to... That's me! Chat's already called skill issue on repeat. Fuck. That's literally my stream. You know what this reminds me of? I'm getting Living Tombstone vibes from this. It blows my mind that this is AI generated. That's the outro? Oh, is this the outro? Did I... Oh, you're right. I clicked live and then censored first because it was on the first one on the list. So this is the outro. The map is banging though. Look at these tree forge objects, dude. You have, what? 3, 6, 8 trees per object. I could even add more too. This is a dense ass area, just all forged somehow. This really is making me appreciate Halo 3's lighting system. It's hardly perfect, but the fact that these are all dynamic lights is crazy. Okay, this is pretty sick. But let's see the actual intro. I wonder if I can get an AI to make like Halo music now. God damn it, Ethereal. Hello, RJ, it's me. Your one and only AI viewer. I knew it. Nobody's nearly as big as a nerd as I am. Did I forget to do the jungle rocks? I think I forgot. This still gives me a little bit of Living Tombstone vibes. Alright, objects. Plenty of Marty discography to feed AI might do a decent job. That's what I was thinking. I've tried it before, but no dice. But I don't know, maybe they've enhanced it or something. The chat's my god. Oh, I see. I didn't do these. This is pretty hype, actually. This would make a pretty banger anime intro. I like it, actually. The Chat's My Guide is admittedly a little cheesy, but it's not bad. I actually like this. I can see this being a pretty banging weeb music, but English. Pretty accurate, actually. I fuck with it, though. We were talking about it the other day on stream. Paper Moon, the intro, or one of the intros to... oh, fuck, what am I thinking of? ADHD, work with me here. I've seen this anime a bunch of times. Paper Moon, the anime intro to... Fuck, why can't I think of it? What I'm talking about. Anyway, there's an English cover, a rock English cover of Paper Moon that's really good. I love it. I've had it on my Spotify forever, and it just pops up sometimes. Soul Eater, thank you. My god, I don't know how I forgot Soul Eater of all things. So, like, English covers on this stuff actually can be really good in my eyes. I want it to be cheesy. I mean, the main character of the cheesy live stream is sassy as fuck. Hey, fair point. That does make it work a bit better. Alright, we got the rocks better. I know we're supposed to be working on the Condor right now, but these are small details that end up adding up pretty quickly. Okay, that was pretty sick, actually. I can't lie. That was cool. I just gotta mess. Oh, now I kind of want to mess with one of these music AIs. Create. Okay, apparently there's like a new music AI, but you have to like pay for it, and it's like way better than the old one, so now I don't really want to try it. Wait, listen to the last part again, it's near the end. Did I miss something? This is just anime. Did something break? It sounded pretty natural to me. I didn't see anything bad about that. Don't let her go. Don't ever. Like if I start quoting that, you guys are just gonna start crying because you're a bunch of freaking nerds, dude. Halo music now? We are back to Halo music. Steven, thanks for the 5! Another battle, another show, another stream, so here we go. I like it. It low-key is like Pokemon energy, the way he just says it, but also AI vocals go crazy. You would not know that's AI unless somebody told you, I think. The only way I've been able to tell if something is AI generated, for the most part, is the lyrics. Lyricism, AI generated lyrics are still cheesy. You can hear like really basic rhymes. Like large language models are great, but rhyming is kind of like a secondary skill within language that AI is not the best at yet. I wrote the lyrics. No, I didn't mean your song. I'm talking about in general. The lyrics on yours were good. I'm talking about, like, I was watching the other day. No, it was longer than that. It was probably a couple weeks ago. Somebody was showing like nuclear bomb footage, and they had this like eerie, haunting kind of song over it. But then the voice came into it, and it was like super scratchy, and the lyrics were like really just like eh. And I was like immediately, I was like, that's AI generated. I was like, I could do better than that. I could do way better than that. My voice is too deep to get this scream singing that way. Yeah, same. Relatable. I cannot do... Wait, we're done here. Why am I still here? This is done. We did the forest. It's good. I can sing better than AI? I sure can't. I wish I could. That would be awesome. But I cannot. My singing is very mid. I found out that singing is kind of a talent you're born with. I did not know that. Singing is something that generally, like, you can obviously, anybody can learn singing, but most people who are really good at singing were just born better at singing. And I was not one of those people. I'm very average at singing. Like, just, it's not impressive at all. I guess I got good vocal cords, yeah. Some people are just lucky as hell with it. I don't know about the science behind that one. Lappy, I thought the exact same thing. And then I Googled it. Because I didn't believe it. I was like, no, it's just got to be a skill like everything else. There's no way. Google, are some people born better singers? Genetics can play a role and predispose some individuals to a natural aptitude from singing. It is a learned skill that anyone can practice, but genetically, you can be more predisposed to being a better singer. Which makes sense. I mean, if you think about just the animal kingdom in general, things like there's a lot of animals, especially imagine like birds who are really good with tones and things just like from birth. It shouldn't be much of a surprise that like you can be genetically predisposed to being a bit better at like hitting tones and having the vocal cords that are just really naturally set up for that kind of thing, more so than other people. Obviously, it still is a skill that everybody can learn and practice at the end of the day, but some people just get lucky with it. Condor time. Makes sense, but I feel that's only up to a certain point. People can train to do better than that. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, singing is a skill, like I said. It definitely, like, it doesn't matter if you're predisposed. If somebody who has, like, a terrible singing voice at birth practices for, like, years and years, they're going to be way better than somebody that's just got lucky genetically. Is the inside of the Condor bigger? The inside isn't rendered in yet. I'm just doing the outside right now, but yes, it is. It's a... You can see this is the original Pelican interior here, and it's going to have... Shoot, I wouldn't say double the length of the inside, but it's going to be pretty large. Pretty dang large. Once I do finish painting up the exterior, I'm not just going to stretch it. I'm going to leave the backside kind of like this, but what I'm going to do is add some new structures and things on the inside here. Oh, I just realized these are like motors that turn the wings. That's cool. Demon, thanks for the tenor, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you. Said also, I didn't send you something that will give you more reason to play Baldur's Gate 3, especially now that the mod menu is the thing in game. That's crazy. Suddenly I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. What the hell, dude? That's crazy. That Halo Wars Scarab, though? Yeah, we've been working on the Halo Wars Scarab. Low-key kind of want to do damage states on it just because I'm nervous about doing the Condor because texturing is not my strong suit. But yeah, we got a bunch of new animations on this thing. It can turn now. It couldn't do that before. It also can walk backwards. And I went ahead and tried my best to improve the walking animation for forward walking as well. The body has a lot more sway and movement to it. And of course, it still has a cool firing animation. Definitely do better on Banished and Covenant texturing styles than more than UNSC. Yeah, I've had far more practice on Covenant and Banished stuff, or in Brute stuff, I should say, than UNSC. UNSC is a bit harder. That's one of the reasons I'm so nervous on the Condor. I've literally, all of this, so far, not all of it, but most of it was just me copying the Pelican. I literally just copied the Pelican textures here. And I really haven't even done that great of a job with it. Low-key, I kind of want to do the Condor like off stream so that nobody can judge me because I'm kind of bad at it. Does it still have jank feet when turning and walking? It does. The reason it has jank feet is because I don't have a proper sideways walking animation yet. Basically what I need to do is make a walking forward and to the side animation, and right now I think all I'm doing is doing a walking forward animation that also kind of goes to the side. I forget exactly how it is done, but I should be able to make a better one pretty easily. I just have to reference how the Halo 3 Scarab's animations work for forward and front walking. You know what? Screw the Condor for a minute. Let's add an actually cool and good turret to this thing. This is using a super ancient, gross turret that we can do way better than. I want to grab this enhanced HD version of the Halo 2 Scarab turret I did here, and then try to do some custom stuff with it and make a way better turret for here, because I think this one's just so ugly. It's off color, it's old, and the feet sticking out the bottom? No idea what you're talking about. You sound insane right now. Clickbait stream. Look, I'm nervous, okay? I'm bad at texturing UNSC stuff. Models. To be fair, the Halo 2 Scarab doesn't walk sideways too. Does it not? You know, I think you're right. I've totally I bet I could try animating that at some point. But yeah, I never really thought about it. But yeah, it just doesn't walk sideways. It can turn and walk forward and backwards, but that's it. You do damage states for this next stream. Or I could do it this stream. One thing I noticed that's now bothering the fuck out of me is the Scarab here. When it walks, the body goes like this. And it's actually not supposed to do it nearly as much. But I realized it's because of how the Halo 3 animation importer works. It doubles rotation values and movement values for the main body bone substantially. It is not supposed to be moving this much. It does sway, but or maybe it is supposed to move this much. I don't think it is. This is Scarab month. That's true. Shout out to all the Scarabs out there. It's your month. All right, let me go ahead and grab a Scarab. Where's my Scarab H2 folder? Oh, side note, I'm gonna get distracted for like 1 minute. The life pod, I totally forgot about it. I definitely want to add this to the Forge menu. Somebody reminded me that I even made this thing. We gotta get the life, oh my Jesus. We gotta get the life pod on the Forge menu. Again, I've spent a bunch of time refining it. Like not even that long ago. You can walk inside it now and everything. I don't think there's passenger seats for it currently, but that's pretty easy to add. Yeah, life pod works. You can get in, the doors will close when you do, and then you can launch. Then you can air brake, slow yourself down. You hit the ground, it's a big deal. I think it could use some better effects though. Thrusters, it does have thrusters on it. I think one thing that'd be fun though is when you like get in and it fires. The trouble is this doesn't really make sense or work all that well. You need to change from life pod to Bumblebee. Nobody's gonna know what a Bumblebee is. Nobody, that's like if I put on the Forge list and instead of saying Brute Spawner, it said Jiril Hane Spawner. People would be like, what the fuck? It would be cool if I did this and it created like a bunch of smoke and stuff. I hate that it bounces. It's not supposed to do that. But it does have thrusters, which is kind of cool. Well, RCS thrusters. You have this counter argument. That's the fun of exploring the Forge menu. You go, ooh, what's this thing? And you see it and go, ooh. Yeah, but like, I can get that, but also it's just a life pod. Oh god, it can rotate. Yeah, it has thrusters, RCS thrusters. Urgok gang rise up. They're called engineers. End of story. There is no discussion. Period. They are simply engineers. That is it. Also, I have to say, Sprite Zero is growing on me. It is growing on me. I think my Halo 2 Scarab turret? Is that Halo 2 Scarab turret? Yeah, okay, here we go. So the Halo 2 Scarab turret. This is the HD version with the fancy modeled in curves and stuff. Very nice, very nice. They don't want to learn the lore, that's their problem. And they're Huragox. No. No. Sounds cringe, dude. Imagine walking up to somebody and they're like, you're just on the street, you walk to some guy, and you're like, oh, you used to play Halo? And he's like, yeah, dude, I loved Halo growing up. And then you're like, ah, the Great Grudge Rebellion, or excuse me, the Udgoy Rebellion, pardon me. He'd look at you and be like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Okay, anyway, this thing looks good. We could add some more textured stuff to it, but honestly, no major complaints here. It looks pretty dang cool. The thing is, though, this all uses one large texture, and I will say, I do like the way the textures came out on the old one, the way I did certain parts of it metal on the inside. in certain parts of it, the purple shell. Though I could switch it up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the insides of the entire gun setup here as metal. So we're gonna grab all of these here. Not the just oh no, yeah, I guess we would do these as well. Okay, so like that. These are all gonna be metal on the inside there. And I'll do the other ones as well in a sec, but then we'll also grab all of these here. So this back plate will also be metal. And the internal part of the front plate here will also be metal. And the tops here on these sides, these will be metal too. Nice. Same deal here. And the tips. First time I learned about it was reading content harvest. They were only ever called Huragoks. Played Halo 3 ODST a year later, and they're like engineers, and I'm like, Huragok. That's your problem. You read the Halo books. They got you in. They tricked you. They tricked you into reading books. And I love reading books. In fact, as a kid, I loved the Halo books. But as I grew up, I realized it's just number company propaganda to trick you into not focusing on that video game. Don't believe the lies. Alright, I'm going to save this as not Halo 2 Scarab turret. We're going to go into Scarab E3. Scarab. Where's my Scarab E3? Is it E3 Scarab? Where the fuck did I call it? Scarab E3. Scarab E3 turret. E3 turret. Alright, we are saved. So this is going to be Scarab big turrets. Shiny shell. We'll do Scarab big turrets metal. And we'll assign this to Scarab big turrets metal. And now you can kind of see we'll have mostly purple, but with accents of that shiny metal there. Which should look pretty good in the end. What is it with the shading on that? My god. What does the triangulate modifier absolutely devastate that? I mean, as long as it looks fine in game, which it does, I think. Oh no, that shading issue's there. Ew, that's disgusting. Well, nobody will ever notice. We'll be fine. Alright, let's export this out. Let's go Halo 3. Subdirectory. Technically 343 was around shortly before Halo 3 released. I mean, I could believe it, but not like literally 343. I would presume it's just like the idea of 343 and an initial start existed. They were around for Reach, that's for sure. When you release the mod, I will point out this shading issue as a bug. I will close your bug post and ignore it completely. You have no power here. I will simply ignore you. Alright, we put these in here. Then, in order to make this fully work and get a proper turret for this, what I'm going to have to do is go Scarab E3. And I'll need to get the shaders here. I want the metal and the shell. We're going to go turret. We're going to go shaders. We're going to drop these in here. This is going to be called Scarab Big Turret. Fuck, I don't know which one's which. Scarab Big Turret Shell. And then metal. I believe that's what they were called. Turrets with an S. Alright, so those are now set. Now, what I need to do is copy the turret vehicle from the Halo 2 turret, as well as the model. Where is it? Is it here? Oh, Scarab H2 turret. I'm going to go ahead and grab the model tag. And I'm going to grab the vehicle tag. And I think that's all I need. I could, you know, I'll grab the animation graph as well. It should work because it uses the exact same rig. So it should be fine. We can go back to Objects Giants. Scarab E3. Grab turrets. And I think it's literally just called turret. Alright. Let's do it. Let's get it in the video game. Halo video game. Big Halo video game moment. We must bulk import. Okay, that worked. And technically, while that animation graph will probably work, I'm going to go ahead and use the custom one I did. Spam in here. Save that. And then last but not least, we'll actually put it on the Scarab. So, Objects, Giants, Scarab E3, model. We'll swap out the old turret with the new one. I think, yeah, right now it's using the old hybrid Scarab turret. We're gonna go ahead and grab the new one. Let's see if it looks good or if it worked at all. Ooh, fancy. It's too low and it's not using the right textures. So first thing we'll do is give it correct textures. Real Doodle in chat said, first you become a Huragok, and then you go beyond that. This is a Huragok that has ascended beyond a Huragok, or as I like to call it, Super Huragok. See, that's crazy though, because it's crazy because if you think about it, it's actually engineered. You ever think about that one, pal? Buddy ol' pal. Oh, we need bitmaps. I believe we need bitmaps for this Scarab Halo 2 turret. Where's my bitmaps? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Alright, which one has the turret on it? I forgot. I don't know which one it is. Jesus Christ. Fine, I'll have to go out of my way to take a look at it. Take a look at that Scarab Big Turrets. Uses whole interior. And this one uses whole interior lights. Okay. We want Scarab whole interior, using the demon one. And then Scarab whole interior bump 2048. Plus, we want to grab Scarab lights. Where are they? Whole interior lights. Perfect. Okay, so those are the textures we need. The reason I'm yoinking these textures and not just hooking them up to the old Halo 2 ones is, well, one, I want this to be able to work on its own, and also I need to probably tweak the colors of it in order to get it to match perfectly, because off the bat, it's probably going to be a little too bright, if I had to guess. We're going to do tool, bitmaps, objects, giants, Scarab, E3, bitmaps, turret. Oh, it's beautiful. Except these are such old textures now. Back. Alright, now it should be set up here in a second. We're going to go ahead and grab the shaders, the turret shaders. We want Scarab, big turret, metal. We're going to literally just grab the diffuse texture. The turret, it should be that. Grab the bump map for it. Specular mask is going to be from diffuse. Save that. Z807, thank you very much for the $5. Thank you very much. That, hey, Rejected, do you plan on making more vehicles from other Halo games like the Grizzly, Gremlin, Vampire, Locust, Rhino, Wolverine, Revenant, etc.? I would like to in the future, but honestly, there's been a lot of Halo Wars vehicles that have been done in extremely high fidelity by people who are way more talented with modeling and texturing than me. Chow made an amazing Vampire, which I'd like to add in one day. Skaboodle has done an incredible job with tons of the Halo Wars vehicles. I would be interested in trying it one day. I think once I get the Condor here textured up and looking good over the next, like, I would say day or two, I'll be pretty happy to try my hand at more Halo Wars vehicles in the future, because I can do decent Covenant textures. Like, I did all these textures, and I also did the Lich's textures and everything, and they turned out pretty good, and I like them, but I'm not really familiar with UNSC stuff, and most everything you listed there was UNSC stuff, so once I get more familiar with the way of doing like UNSC panel lines and stuff, I would be... Oh my god, my ears. Jesus Christ. I'm reloading. I'm closing this. I would be more open to it. We are going to get Skaboodle's Falcata in soon. He did an amazing job on that, and I'm really excited to have that. And that's technically the Halo Wars cut Falcon that was only in concept art for the most part, so that'll be awesome. What the fuck was that? It was the sound of one of the sound banks exploding. Sometimes you just gotta reopen the mod tools. If you have a map open with custom modded textures or custom modded sounds in a custom sound bank, and then you open a second map, like switch to another map, it'll do that. Mistaking Manx. Thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Said, hi, Mr. Shotgun. How are you doing, sir? I am doing wonderfully. Thank you for addressing me as sir. If you did not, I would immediately send my men after you for disrespecting me in my time, in my place. But I'm doing well. I hope you're doing good. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate that. Turret time. Turret time. Turret time! I was doing something. We got the metal. Now we do the shell. Get the bump map in. Set the specular to from diffuse. I'm surprised. It actually looks good. It's almost too dark. Oh, we forgot to get the light materials. But wow, that actually looks shockingly good. I will be raising it up, though. I will definitely be raising it up. But we needed the Scarab additive lights material. Totally forgot to go grab those, but I can snag them real quick. Yo, Dalen Thomas! Thank you so much for the 6! I really appreciate it. Thank you for becoming a 6-month member. Cool red badge. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Like, order pizza. You seem hungry. No. I'm actually very full. When I left earlier and I had to go vaporize that guy, my roommate did order some lovely, beautiful food. And I ate it with my whole mouth. It was delicious, and I loved it. Oof. You know what I'm saying? Looking back on old work I've done is just disturbing. What the fuck? There we go, that's a little better. Honestly, it could be brighter, have a better color. Let's set it to 50 and then give it a nice bluish, greenish glow. Not more blue, less green. 50 is not enough. 500. Ooh. Maybe a little bit less than that. We'll do like 250. That matches a little bit nicer. Now, the main thing here, I would say, is that it's just too low now that it has an animation for when it turns off. While my head out, good luck with your things. Have fun. Thanks for making great content. Thank you, Mistaken Manx. I appreciate you. Oh, I just reminded my friend you on Discord. Let her know the reason I have you on set friends list. You can try if you dare. Okay, yeah, this turret needs to go significantly up. Time to open and edit the E3 Scarab's model for the first time in like a long ass time. Is this it? Oh my, oh, Scarab Halo 3, not E3. I want Scarab, I think it's 10 was the latest version of the model. Where is the turret? There's no turret marker. This can't be right. It can't be right. Does this one have a turret marker? Oh, this one does have a turret marker. Okay, so in order to make an edit to it then, I would have to edit and delete the IK bones. Actually, let me save this to Scarab 15 dash no animation dash rig. Alright, so we'll take the marker here for the turret. We're going to move it up a decent bit like that. And then we're going to have to, in order to export it, delete the IK bones. And we'll have to make a... That's fine. We'll export this, JMS, Halo 3, asset subdirectories enabled. That was really fast. All right, so then we're going to go to the data, Scarab E3. And the render here is basically the only thing we're going to actually want. So we're going to go Scarab E3. Here's our brand new export that we did. We're going to export that out. I was using 12 before, which is fine. So tool, render, objects, vehicles. No, it's Giants, Scarab E3, final. And hopefully this doesn't break everything, but it might. Yeah, it didn't break everything. Let's go! It still seems really dark from the side. I'm not really sure what's up with that. It looks fine from here, especially from the top. Just from right here, it looks very, very dark. I don't think I love the way this turret looks, though. It starts to float really high, kind of like the original, I mean, well, period, like the original. Probably could be moved back a little. This is how it worked in Halo Wars, but it just looks kind of goofy to me. That it raises up that much. And to get my eyes checked, the Condor's looking funny. Okay, okay, dude. I do want to work on the Condor, but low-key, I might just work on it off-stream so that you guys don't have to judge my terrible UNSC texturing skills. Needs grabless style effect when floating. You know what? Solid point, actually. If it had a grab lift effect there, I think that would sell it a bit more. I'm going to try that. I'm going to do that. We'll do... In here, we have this marker for the turret. I'm going to do FX turret. Give me a new marker name. And I'll rotate it up like that. Drop it down to here. Right about there. And I'm going to move the turret back a little, actually, like that. Alright, let's give this a try. And we can do some cool effects for it. Thinking maybe something like a gravity lift, perhaps a better housing as well. It's too late for that. I'm committed. If anything, it would just get a completely new turret. This is just accurate to the Halo Wars. Why is it so dark from this angle? Shouldn't it be like really shiny from here? Like the same way this one is? What am I missing? It looks fine from here, but then from this angle it's like super dark. Shouldn't there be like a extremely high level of reflectivity on this thing? Oh, I think its bump map is broken, that's why. No, it's set as a Z bump. Let me see this texture. Is this broken? Is this not done right? There's a big line through it as if the bump map is rendering incorrectly. Like the bump map seems to be functioning, but you're not supposed to be that dark. Light isn't rendering on you correctly. As you come down here, it should not get dark, but instead the reflection should shine pretty straightforwardly. I will say, I do like the metal accents, but yeah, it might just be the specular map. I'll do some comparisons between the bitmaps over in Photoshop. Oh, hey, look, the thumbnail. Let's do Objects Giant Scarab E3 bitmaps. We'll grab the... We'll do the Scarab E3... No, it's metal. I don't care about the metal. I want... Shell diffuse. Then I want the shell specular. What? Oh, right, it's the alpha channel. And then I want the shell Z bump. Those are all of my textures. So then we're going to go to the turret here. I'm going to grab the interior texture. This is an upscale Demon did like a gazillion years ago. Alright, color-wise, most of our turret textures... Oh, let me grab the Z-bump so we can see a little easier. Most of our turret textures are... Where are they, actually? I'm not sure. Go ahead and grab E3 turret. Look at your UVs. Okay, so the turret stuff is primarily at the bottom here. Okay, there we can see the turret has this, like, thing going on. The ball parts right there. Let me see the entire ball section. Okay, and then this is kind of an unwrap. I can see why there's a little bit there. Alright, interesting. Most of the textures are pretty plain as far as specular and like actual... Because we have the colors and stuff, which look pretty fun. But I'm going to match the actual diffuse colors here, where we have a baseline texture color roughly around 83 gray. So I'm going to go ahead and match that in by doing a black and white filter. And seeing this, it's at about 74, so it is actually slightly dark. I'm going to raise the brightness up just a touch. Brings it up to about 85. That's good. So that's good for our texture colors and stuff. Then I'll just straight up save that actually. Then we have our Z bump. No. Then we want the specular. So as far as the specular map is concerned, our shine and reflectivity is very high. It has an interior part of about 198, and then this top bit here is like nearly full brightness. So when it comes to our specular map, it is way too dark, like way too dark. So we're gonna go ahead and do a brightness. I'm gonna have to do this actually. I'm gonna grab this, copy the specular mask, delete it. I'm gonna go into the alpha channel, paste this in properly. Do adjustments, brightness, contrast. I'm gonna up the brightness a lot. We need this like up. About there should be good. Let's save that. I think the bump map is fine. So now we'll just run the bitmaps command again here. And you guys get to be the judge of whether or not this looks better. So here it is before. And after. It certainly brightened it up a little. Still not as shiny as I'd like. Scarab? Yep, Scarab. I mean, the blue lights on it are nice. Let's try adding a little grav lift effect to it. So for a little grav lift effect, I'm thinking maybe something similar to a gravity lifts like effect that has. That might be kind of cool. That's no Scarab. Scarabs are red. Beige. Oh. I don't think you know what you're talking about there, brother. Now let's find objects, equipment, grav lift, FX. We're going to steal the grav lift effect right there. We're going to do Scarab E3, FX. And we're going to spam this into here. This is going to be grav lift turret. Put on FX turret, and then we have another one. Large pedal. Sure. FX turret is what you meant to say, actually. Alright, so there's a delay. We don't want the flash, we just want the looping part. Grab lift on, there's a light. We don't need the light. The lens flare might be nice, though. And the light volume would be good, too. A distortion, shimmers, and a bunch of particles. How does that look? Well, fancy that. I don't see shit. Oh, I don't think I imported the new turret, did I? Oh, I also misnamed it. I think I did, but I forgot to put an underscore. I will now fix this grave error. There we go. Should see a fancy little grav lift appear now. There it is. Not bad. But I think it would look cooler with a bit more than just that. I think it should kind of like flow over and around. I think having something that goes up there is good, but yeah, it should have like a wider angle in which it like kind of encases the turret. I also don't like that lens flare very much. Like I do, but if it's gonna be there, it should be a different shape and it should be bigger. So let's give that a go. We'll start first. Hi, Weasel. What's going on, kitty cat? Oh, I miss you. Kitty. Wish Oddworld was still a franchise. Me too, dude. Munch's Odyssey was fun. Not a Munch's Odyssey fan? Yeah, I love playing that game. Good night, got college tomorrow. Hey, have a good one, Bob. Take care of yourself. All your responsibilities up. I believe in you. Have a good one, man. The shade turret has an effect to use that surrounds the turret with a grab effect. It's pretty small and subtle, but yeah, I suppose I could give that a shot. We could see what that looks like. Maybe it can have some help. Let's see, edit types. Let's add in a shade turret. How does the shade turret's anti-grav look? Is anything worth the effort? Is it inspiring? Ooh, that's pretty fancy. It's using it doesn't have particles though. It's using like a custom model with a cool. Oh, actually, it does have some particles at a low light volume. But for the most part, it's actually just like a really cool shader effect. Dang, I should totally do that. It'd be really cool to just yoink that, actually. What if you grafted the shade base to the Scarab? I use this as the base already, but I could graft the shade base to the Scarab. It would be pretty cool. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. But backwards so the plate is out of the way? Yeah, no, that would be pretty cool. Low key? I like that a lot. I might just do that. Just work on its textures a little bit and make it match. I think the only problem that I would have is that it uses kind of a purple metal. Or it uses like... I think that'd be fine. I'd give it a shot. Why not? Tool, extract, render, data, objects, vehicles, shade. Shade. Let's give that a try. And then import the shade into Blender real fast. we'll delete the broken version because we won't be needing that. Get the main shade top bits. And that just leaves us with this one. We can Alt-P, clear parent cube transform, and delete the original. We don't really need most of this. We want FX anti-grav. Kitty. I'm gonna save this real quick. So assets folder. Do shade base. Going to append from the models Scarab E3 shade base object. Now if we compare the scale of this turret, I would say the ball part is about the same size and scale as this, which would mean that this needs to be made a little bit bigger. Give this a region, a new default body. Parent it to our main armature here. Move it down. I'll probably want to scale this up a little bit like that. Rotate it until it matches, drag it down. It could work pretty good. Now we just need the materials, which is shade, shade metal, and shade anti-grav effect. I'm going to go ahead and do shade metal, shade, and then we're going to actually yoink the real shade anti-grav effect from the actual vehicle. And then we can try exporting this. I did leave the little metal thing in here on accident. I'll delete it for now. Let's try, I'm going to save this to Scarab 16. Alright. We'll do that, and then since it's actually going to be using a vanilla texture, it's going to look weird at first because it's not going to have the right textures. A little bit offset, I'll have to put it to the back. Let's give it existing shade textures real quick. Perhaps have the bottom prong of the turret be on top too. Like flip the turret away, I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Go ahead and grab the shade though. Vehicles, shade, bitmaps. Okay, these should be good. So we'll have the shade metal like that. Then we'll grab the regular shade here. Will hopefully look good. Shade. Bump. Hopefully, no. Specular mask from diffuse. And the illume texture will be the shade illume texture. Interesting. The colors are a bit off. I'll have to probably export the textures and re-import them. But let's see. The lights and stuff do look pretty cool. I think I'll probably have to expand them upwards, but I don't dislike it. Yeah, Adam, whatever. Whatever. Don't freaking care, dude. I'm actually gonna work on the Condor. I think my plan is to do it tonight. I'm low-key kind of nervous about working on the Condor. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just like, I'm not that good at UNSC texturing yet, and it's kind of scary. Okay, I dragged it up a little bit too much. The positioning was good, but the anti-grav effects went a little too crazy. I'll just double it like that. And I think I'll, for now anyway, remove the particle effect. I think I moved it too far back. Let's see. Yeah, I moved it too far back now. Gotta move forward a touch. But I think the distance that I have it working is not bad. Change the YouTube titles when you do it off stream. I might though. It's a bit misleading now that we're probably not going to be working on it. We're working on other stuff instead. It became another Scarab stream. Okay, that's centered pretty nicely. I think though the little like glowy side bits, I'm gonna take those and kind of move them down. They're pretty intense. I think it would look better if they were a little bit lower than the main anti-grav thing, kind of like supporting ones. Take them down like that. I still do need it's still a little too dark. I'm gonna have to grab the textures and change their coloration and stuff a bit. There we go, that feels a little better. What do you guys think for a turret housing? Is that too much? I think it makes sense, like makes logical sense. Reduce lights on the base? Yeah, I suppose. I could actually remove it from the main shell part and just keep it on the interior metal. Let me try that. I want you guys to tell me, looking at this turret base with the entire Scarab as a whole, we have that, and then that. I think that might be better. I do need to change the actual colors of the textures though. What's happening? What's going on? I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm working on a cool, like, fancy thingy here. A little kit bash. Plasma-y, like... I still think the base part of the little lines on the bottom should be even lower. But yeah, we're definitely going to need the shade textures to kind of match them the same way we just matched, to the best of our ability, the colors of everything here, because currently they're a bit off. Or at least we're good here. But we need to extract the shade textures from the game, and because I don't remember the pain in the ass bitmap exporting thing, I'm going to grab them from Halo 3 on the Xbox version. Nande! Thank you very much for the 2! I appreciate it. You said Condor stream? Oh, it's a Scarab. I'll take it. Damn right you will. You're gonna have to. Because that's what you get today. I did want to work on the Condor really badly, but like I said, I was just kind of nervous to work on it because I'm kind of bad at UNSC texturing, and I kind of want to like practice it and work on it off stream, so you guys can't judge me for it. That's on me though. I was fully expecting to do the Condor today, and then that just kind of fell through. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow. Alright, we're looking for Halo 3 didn't get models. No. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I needed to go to my Halo 3 Xbox version. Gotta grab my Halo 3 maps, and I gotta go to a map that has the shade turret on it. Like the Covenant, the mission the Covenant has that. So we'll go shade, bitmaps. So we're looking for this texture here. Oh yeah, no wonder it's so wild. Alright, so I'm going to extract the shade main texture. To my bitmaps folder here. Actually, screw that. I'll put it here. Hold on. Okay, we got our shade TIFF file, our shade bump. Put it there. And then we're going to also grab the Illume just because why not? Okay, so we have them extracted. Now all we have to do here is match the texture. So we're going to grab the shade main texture here. This is going to be the primary one that we're going to spend the most time matching. So we're going to go layer. We're going to mask our layer with its transparency. We're going to copy this and delete it. We're going to paste it as a new layer and hide it. So first thing we got to do is match the colors with our base diffuse. We roughly want this color here, which is about 83, right? So we're going to make our base color here look just like that. So the first thing we're going to do is add a black and white filter. Then we're going to add a brightness contrast. We're going to check the rough middle tone values on here. So we needed about 83. This is way too dark. It's at about 50. We're going to brighten this up. We're going to reduce the contrast substantially and brighten it up a bit. And now we're looking at a color of about 82. I'm going to turn the brightness up ever so slightly more. And that should be good on the actual main texture. Now we need to do the specular map. Now the specular map is pretty far off because our specular map on this thing is super bright. It has a main base texture of like 193 and then a nearly maxed out all white texture atop that. So in order to get that, what I'm going to do is set a brightness contrast filter onto that. We're going to just up the fuck out of the brightness and lower the contrast. Let's see here. Our brightest parts, especially for the base. That is up to about 200. I think this is good. I think it's a good amount of brightness increased. So we're going to go ahead and merge these. Copy that. Delete that layer. And we're going to put it in as the alpha channel. Or transparency, or specular, excuse me. Save this out. And now we have a texture for it. But we're going to have to put it in. So we're going to do our bitmaps for the turret. And then for both of these, instead of using the shade texture, we're going to go to our new one that we have in our Scarab folder here that we just made. Shade.bitmap. We're going to put that on our shade material there, as well as our shade metal. And you guys can, well, I didn't really get a good view of it. Whoops. Let's see, does it match any better? Oh yeah, that matches a lot better. I would say it feels more like an overall part of it. I don't know if I love it, but I feel like it's pretty cool. OMG, Halo Wars music. No way, dude. And it rests pretty comfortably on the inside as well. Let's do this. Let's watch right here. Turret rises. Not too bad, not too bad. I could try something here. Could try something. Go ahead and set our turret object here. I'm gonna get a little crazy and a little wacky, and it's because I don't have plans to have a secondary seat on this thing. I think in order for me to have a little bit of fun, I'm gonna do the following: parent's primary weapon and controlled by parent gunner. And then I'm gonna go to the weapon, which is the Scarab Halo 2 turret right here. And I'm actually gonna make a duplicate of that weapon by going into our E3 Scarab turret weapons. I'm gonna throw Scarab E3 turret. That's gonna be the exact same thing for right now because I'm not gonna bother with it. The last thing I gotta do is make it so instead of the right trigger, it's actually the left trigger that fires. What are you doing? Look, I made a little turret holder. I should probably add custom animations to it. Oh god, the goofy legs go crazy. Raptor goes hard? Yeah, that does go pretty hard. And then I get out, and it goes, all the gravity turns off. And I get back in, and it goes, these two locked in. What am I doing? When the war Halo, I'm not playing Halo Wars. GG. I think the color of the lights is a little too cyan on the turret. I'm going to adjust that real quick. Get on? No. The end. Still a little too cyan. Get off. Ew. Like a puppy? I would argue it's more like a demogorgon than a puppy, given the mouth. That was a great suggestion, by the way, whoever said the shade turret base after I spawned that thing in. This thing does have enough animations now to be an AI. It wouldn't be perfect by any means, but it could be an AI. Yeah, I'm a big fan of how the turret came out. Not too bad, not too bad. It's pretty good. Ah. I just resisted. I didn't even realize there is a UNSC structure in campaign. That would be really nice. And what structure is that? I'm also open to Halo Reach UNSC structures. Or ODST ones, which I will be adding. See the Spartan feats? That's not true. Don't worry about it. I can't believe this is a forge object. We just got like the fully functioning Valhalla Tower as a single object. That's crazy to me. This is why I always tip my suggestions. I swear I read it. This is held up in the grab lift. Can it just be knocked out by a brave soul and a banshee or something? Also, I made a cool, then cursed discovery. Check my last comment. The Steam Delivery Catgirl into a Left 4 Dead 2 Zoe mod. That looks pretty cool. And then they made an alternate one that has huge exposed knockers. I'm not surprised. But what is the Steam Delivery Catgirl? Is that the girl on the bike from the Steam sale page? Like the little banner? Oh no! Wait. This physics model isn't working right. I have to fix it! How did that happen? No! Oh, they got moved at some point. I don't know how, but they got moved. Objects, levels, multi-alpine sandbox, Valhalla Tower. And now we shall grab this and bring it into the video game. Did it fix? Oh, we're so back. That was a close one. We're so back. Hopefully nothing else is broken. I haven't really tried walking atop the entire structure here. I think I made this all one big solid piece. Yeah, so you can kind of float on this bit, but that's just because I don't think it matters. What did I say? Wanna chat? Probably not. I feel kind of gross at the moment. Because I'm doing such a sick job right now. Oh, look at how nice this physics model is. I spent so long on this yesterday. I'm so happy with it. You can just walk around like it's a real structure. And the lights shine through like so dynamically because the glass has its own regions and stuff. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Inaccurate collision. Wrong. The most accurate collision. Wait. Maybe I should just use the physics model for collision. I think he hates me for real. Bro's trying to guilt trip me into going onto my live stream. I will literally end his whole career right now. I'm not gaslighting you. You are gaslighting me. I didn't even say gaslighting. Gaslighting isn't real. You just think it's real. There are 4 degenerate edges. No, there's not. Actually, no. Yeah, no, that's actually just completely not true. And I just checked, and it turns out you're just completely wrong. I drop 180 on a pair of headphones. Are your current headphones bad or broken? I don't buy any new stuff unless I need to, so I'm not the right person to ask. Headphones for gaming, headphones for music? I don't know, do you listen to a lot of music? Would that is like a good investment, or does it just look cool? Good music headphones can be sick, but would you even use that? Good investment for the gym? Do you go to the gym? I would recommend earbuds for the gym. They stay out of the way. Okay, that was uncalled for. You're asking for financial advice, and you're like, I could use it at the gym. And I'm like, I've never heard you once go to the gym. Like, you are busy with college, like 24/7. What? What kind of, you gotta think about what a dumb thing that is. You're like, well, they would be really good for the gym. And then you just don't go to the gym. Like, what kind of justification for buying these are these? Like, I'm gonna be honest, it sounds like you probably don't need them and it would be a waste of money. But if you decide that you really just want to listen to good music sometimes and have good headphones for it, then fuck it, dude. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm a bit tired. I like how this has come out, but I'm gonna take today's stream off a little early. St. Patty's Day last night did take a lot out of me, and I want to go chill for the rest of the night. I will be live tomorrow, don't you worry. I'm live every single day until we get this mod done at this point. But I'm going to hop off, you guys. Pair of old earbuds, that 6-year-old. Oh, you got to get rid of those, dude. But I'm out of here, you guys. Have a good rest of your night. I'm out. I'll be live tomorrow. Also, side note, guys. Skaboodly is going to be making more content lately, so if you have not seen Skaboodly's YouTube channel or checked him out, dude, go check him out. I'm going to post a link in the chat right now. Skaboodly has like an insane amount of awesome videos about the mod he's been working on lately. It looks incredible, like actually just incredible. So please go check out his channel. And if you're for some reason not subscribed, go subscribe to Skaboodly. Go check out some of his videos and watch him. Skaboodly wants to do YouTube stuff more, and he does need more watch hours. I know he's going to be uploading even more videos soon, but go check him out. It'll be really cool. He's got even more content coming. Highly recommend it. He's one of the best Halo modders, just period. It's pretty wild. Alright, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Go check out Skaboodly stuff. I'll be live. We'll probably actually do the Condor tomorrow, because I'll try to get some work done on it tonight, but I'm really tired. I'll see you guys. Goodbye! Goodbye! See you tomorrow.